time. I am also not a singer. You gotta focus, man. Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. My name's Rhonda, better known as Hotmess Mama MD, makeup diva, not medical doctor. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for your love and support and coming back and watching me, because I know it can be a ramble fest, a train wreck, and crazy sometimes, but we all have good fun here, right? Okay, so today's video is another edition of Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money? What we're going to be testing out, trying out, and creating this look right here is the UCANBE, is it Aromas? I don't know. Y'all know Hooked on Phonics didn't work for me. Anyways, we're going to be checking this palette out that looks like this, y'all. I picked it up for $7 and change. It's actually currently $11.99, but it does look like this, and it is supposed to be a dupe for the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I always say nudes. It's just nude. Probably going to be demonetized. Good times. Great. Anyways, it is supposed to be a dupe for the Huda Beauty palette. So, if you guys are interested to see whether or not this $11.99 palette is a dupe for the Huda Beauty palette that came out last year, that's $65, make sure to stay tuned. But before we get into the video, a couple things. First, let me zoom you guys in so you guys can take a wild guess of what side is which. Leave me a comment down below which one you think is the Huda side, which side do you think is the UCANBE side. Then come back, make sure to come back at the end and let me know whether or not y'all were right or not, or if you picked this up and what are your thoughts on it. Do you enjoy it? I love to know these things. Let me zoom you guys in so you can take a wild guess. Okay guys, so which side is which? Wedding ring side is it the Huda side? Is it the UCANBE side? What is it? That's the only way I can always remember. Wedding ring side. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get into the video and find out whether or not this is worth it. Is it worth the $11.99? Is it a dupe for the Huda Beauty palette? Okay guys, so getting right into the swatches, this is what every single color looks like. On the bottom is the UCANBE palette, or UCANBE, I don't know, this palette right here. And on top, of course, is all of the Huda Nudes, or Nude, whatever it's called. Let's ignore the fact that I'm peeling. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. But this is every single one of the shades. As you can see, they are pretty spot on. Some of the shades are a little splotchy as far as the glitters go, and actually, like I said, on top's the Huda, and then on bottom you will see is the UCANBE palette, and they actually, those glitters swatched a lot better. Now, look here. Again, I know swatches don't mean a hill of beans, but the Huda was a little bit more on the patchy side than the UCANBE. And the other thing I wanted to point out to you guys as far as the concealer shade goes in the Huda palette, this is the concealer. Now in the UCANBE, it's not a concealer, it's actually a powder, and it is a much deeper tone powder. So this is definitely not going to be a shade that you could set your whole eyelid with if you are my skin tone or lighter. So anyways, there are the swatches. Let's go ahead and get into the whole application process, as well as let's talk about each palette. Okay guys, so y'all saw the swatches. Let's go ahead and get into the actual palettes. Now, this palette is available on Amazon for $11.99. Now, at the time that I purchased this palette, because I did purchase it, I got it for like $7 and change. There was like some sort of sale going on. If I can find that deal again, I will definitely link it down below for you guys. If not, I'll just link what I find down in the description box below. But this is the palette. This is what it comes in, like a little sleeve, and I'm probably gonna butcher this. Aromas, is that maybe how you say it? By UCANBE. Again, $11.99. It has your standard type of cardboard packaging, very similar to the Huda packaging. It does have like a nice like matte type of texture to it, I guess you could say. This does have a total of 18 pressed powders, okay, let's redo that. I don't know what I was doing. It does have a total of 18 shades. It has a mirror in it as well. You can see it does have your, I guess those are considered, are they pressed glitters? I think that's what it's called. And then it has, you guys can see this is obviously not a first impression. I've been playing with it, so I have a lot of thoughts. And then it has your shimmers in here, metallics, whatever they're called, and of course your matte shades. Now, up against the Huda Beauty Nude palette, it looks like this. This is the $65 palette. Of course, has the mirror in it and everything. As far as the pan sizes go, it does appear that the more affordable palette does have larger pan size in it. So one thing that I want to note right away to you guys is this shade right here. I also mentioned this now that I'm thinking about it because I filmed the swatch video yesterday, but I did want to just kind of reiterate this shade right here, which is a concealer in the Huda palette, is actually just a powder type of eyeshadow. So don't think that you're actually going to be getting a concealer in this particular palette. Again, it's only $11.99. All the rest of my thoughts I will put in later in this video after we get the eye look and everything. As far as where this is made, it is made in the PRC. It does last a total of 12 months, just like the Huda. It does say it is 18 pans and each pan is 1 gram. And then as far as the ingredient, the first ingredient is mica, the second is talc. So there's that for y'all. So I haven't done Is It a Dupe or just a Waste of Money in so long that I kind of low-key forget everything that I go over with you guys. So bear with me. Now, if you are new to Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money, what I do is I take the affordable palette and I put it up against this high-end palette. Again, this is a $65 palette, guys. So what I'm going to do is one eye is going to have the UCANBE palette on it, the other is going to have the Huda palette on the eye, and then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to wear it throughout the day. I will tell you guys, I'm going to do this video a little bit differently because I wanted to give you guys multiple looks with this palette. So I am going to pop in, at the end of this, I'll pop in a different look. So you're going to actually get 2 looks with this palette. The look that I did was on both eyes with this palette. And then today's, of course, is going to only be the Huda on one side, UCANBE on the other, but it is going to be a different look than what you saw in the little pop-up that I'm going to be doing. So I am done talking because I do it a lot. I repeat a lot. Disclaimer, not a makeup artist. I repeat myself a lot. What else is some of the other ones? This is a dupe product, guys. If you're not down for dupes, this isn't the video for you, friends. I'll catch you in the next one. Hey, disclaimer 567, the camera has a mind of its own, goes in and out of focus. I am not using my vlog camera for this one, guys. My computer apparently was updating, so it wasn't broke. Go me. Okay, so this side is going to go ahead and be the UCANBE side. This side is going to be the Huda Nude side. I use the exact same brushes, but I clean them off in between, if I could speak, using this, a wash rag, and then, what is this? What is this? This is a JCat Beauty doohickey, so I have very professional lingo here, guys. Welcome to the Hotmess Express. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this palette. I'm going to warn you guys, I did not say or show you guys what colors I used in the little side-by-side that I will be popping up here at some point later in the video. I am going to start off with this shade right here and just putting that all over the lid. Let's go in with this right here. Moving on to the Huda side, we are going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go ahead and use these 2 colors right there. Jumping back over to the UCANBE palette, I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Fairy Tale. I forgot to mention that on the inside you will see the names of these shadows as well. I'm going to go in with Love Bite. Go in with the shade Tickle, and then the shade, oh look at that, same name, Love Bite. I'm gonna hear about that in the comment section. To the people that don't like dupes, oh, I'm totally gonna hear about that. I can't believe they have the same name. Calm down, it's just makeup, peeps. It's just makeup. It's just affordable makeup. We love that. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I love that. Let's go ahead and jump into this purpley Love Bite. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now is buff a little bit. I'm jumping back over, sorry guys, to the UCANBE shade or palette, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this Teddy and a little bit of the shade Misty. So these two shades, I'm actually going to bump them together and then real lightly kind of buff it over here. Okay, so doing the same thing over here with the Huda shades, which is Lace and Secret. I'm gonna mix those two and then buff it like so. So what I'm going to do first is go in with Dream World. Yeah, we're going to go in with Dream World, and I'm just using a Luxie Small Shader 245 brush. And I'm just going to apply it like so. I have not wet the brush or anything. You guys know I am like the worst. I forget to do that. Sometimes too, I don't do it because I feel like it kind of starts to accentuate texture since I have like, you know, mature lids. So that is gonna, I think what I'm gonna do, let's do a little bit with our finger as well. I did make sure to wash my hands after I applied the rest of my makeup, so hopefully that won't hard pan. Now I'm gonna jump back over to the Nudes palette, and we're going to do the same similar shade in Daydream right here, doing the same type of deal. We're using the Luxie brush and applying. Wow, okay. Why did I think this would have gone on better? Oh my goodness, look at that chunk. Oh, yeah. Okay, that got a little crazy. Okay, back over to the UCANBE side, and I'm gonna go with this shade right here underneath the eye. Then I'm gonna jump to Secret. Apply that underneath. Again, I do kind of drag it down lower because it just kind of helps to hide any wrinkles and crinkles. Jumping over to the Nudes, we're gonna do the exact same shades. And then I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm like 150% extra, I am going to take this little brush and I'm gonna take this shade in the UCANBE called Eager, and I'm gonna pop that into my inner corner. Same thing in the Nudes, we're going in with the shade Crave. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner and my mascara, and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Okay guys, so I'm gonna jump right into the finished look. I think I got a little mascara under here, but check it out. Again, this is the UCANBE side. This is the Huda Nude side. And I think that they look darn near identical. Let me go ahead, zoom out, and give you guys my final thoughts. Okay guys, so talking about these palettes, I have to say that I really enjoy this palette. I have 100% been playing around with it, and the longevity is there, and I have really thoroughly enjoyed it. One thing I wanted to tell you guys, when I was doing the swatches, I feel like these and the UCANBE palette are not soft, but not as dry feeling as the Huda Nude palette. Does that make sense? I don't know. Not that even matters. As far as the shimmers go, just like the Huda one, you guys see, I feel like I have to kind of work harder with them. Maybe I should like wet my brush or something, but I do wish they were a bit more pigmented as far as these like shimmers go. These, I can tell you, I'm just, like I told you guys in the Huda one, I'm just not down to wear the glitter. If you are, that's awesome, but that's not my jam. But I love the way the mattes perform in this palette. You guys, it's an $11.99 palette. I definitely think you're going to get your money's worth. I think you're going to be very, very pleased with it. I'm not gonna lie. It hurt a little purchasing this Huda palette because it's $65. And yes, okay, it was in my favorites, and actually it was not. You know what was in my favorites? Let me show you guys. Is this palette right here, which I actually did Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money against it, and I wanted to show you guys the difference because I told you guys this actually was not a good dupe because the shades in here were definitely much warmer. Now here is the UCANBE palette up against it. So you can see the difference in the UCANBE. This is the Beauty Glaze palette right here that I did a full video on up against the Huda Nudes. And this was the one that ended up in my favorites because I did like the undertones of the warmth a little bit more. Did have a concealer in there. I didn't even use that. But I do, honestly, I like the shimmer shades in this Beauty Glazed one over the UCANBE and over the Huda Nudes. Now you can see when I do the Huda up against the UCANBE, the shades are pretty much spot on. They're in a different order and whatnot, but you definitely get more of a dupe than you do in the Beauty Glazed one. So if you are definitely wanting those very rich undertones and everything that are in the Nude palette, definitely pick up the UCANBE palette, the Aromas or whatever, because you're going to get the dupe. You're going to get pretty much, if the colors are not spot on, they are so like itty bitty teeny tiny off that you're not going to notice it, guys. You're not going to notice it. So I love the performance of this palette. I think it is a great palette. If you, like I said, are wanting the Huda, but you don't want to fork out that kind of money, or you can't fork out that kind of money because, you know, you still owe taxes after you paid so many taxes, this would be a really good option, guys. So anyways, as always, I'm going to have it linked down below for you guys. I do not have a coupon with them or anything. I'm sorry about that. If I could save y'all money, you guys know I would. But like I said, I lucked out and found this for like $7 and change. I'm going to search the internet and see if I can find that deal for you guys as well. Could have been like a one-day thing that they were having a sale on their palette. So overall, definitely Hotmess Mama approved. As always, does not mean you need to run out and purchase this. Anyways, I am going to probably put a little yesterday's look in here as well as how it wore throughout the day. You guys know I started doing the side-by-side. You can't hear me talk over here, but you at least get to see what it looks like at the end of the day. So I feel like that works. I make these videos crazy long. I'm sorry about that, but I try and be as in-depth and as thorough as possible, even if that means that Mama repeats herself, because I'm a mom and I do that. So, okay guys, so that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it enough to click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I do want to give a Notification Squad a shout out. If you want to be a part of the Notification Squad, it's super, super easy, guys. Just make sure you are subscribed. Click that notification bell 2 times, and then leave me a comment, hashtag Notification Squad, hashtag Team Hotmess, or just a kind little comment down below in the comment section for a chance at a shout out in a future video. Today's Notification Squad shout outs go to Parenting Please Pamper, Alex Erickson, and let's see here, Miss Lisa Smith. Thank you guys so much for being subscribed to my channel. And of course, a huge, huge, huge shout out to my amazing Patreons, Cami, Maria, and Rachel. You guys are the bomb.com. Thank you guys so much for your support. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Anyways, make sure to check out my second channel. Check my description box. I have both of Hailey's, both of her channels listed down below for you guys as well. And until next time, my friends, as always, I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.